G'day, Supercoaches, and glad to see everybody out there. Glad to see the football was back on again for round one. Everybody survived, I hope. Nobody flushed their phone down the toilet, threw it against the wall, or I've even heard reports of people throwing it out into the street outside and letting cars run over it and deleting the app. So complete frustration with round one and a lot of fallen Supercoach guns not necessarily getting the scores that people were expecting. But don't let that deter you, and don't worry. You put those guns in your team for a reason. So your players like Walker and Teddy and a host of other ones that didn't get those high scores, don't worry, they will come. Remember the rule of Supercoach, never trade a gun. Okay, now this week I put another article up on Supercoach 360. If you don't know what I'm talking about, supercoach360.com, there's the website there. Make your way over there. Every single Tuesday you'll find lots of teams analysis being put up by Roscoe and Timo, and Bergs has his inputs there as well. Rick has some great articles. And I've always got one floating about there early in the week to do with points per minute and some other statistical highlights that might have come out of the week of football. This week we saw a number of stars, as we just mentioned, fall, but we're not going to really concentrate on them. I'm just going to mention a couple of ones that shone. And probably the first one that really stood out was Kickow. William Kickow made my Seagulls look quite silly. Kickow got an 87 Supercoach points at a point per minute of 1.5. I think he only played about 50 minutes. Had 20 tackles, 1 try assist, 4 tackle busts to boot. But the interesting part is the 1.5 PPM and the fact that he did all this nearly on a lot of base points as well. There was no try involved there to boost his points up. His edge second rower mate on the other side, which was Liam Martin, he also got a really good score of around 80 at a point per minute of 1. He played a full 80 minutes. So for those owners that have him, yeah, you're very good, very good. I'm not convinced he's a trade this week, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend against it either. I think he's going to knock you out some good points, around about 60-odd average every single week. But he's not going to get a try every week, so just remember that, folks, when you're trading him in. But Kickow, he was absolutely monstrous. All right, I'm going to quickly mention this fella. Now, the advantage of listening to this recording over the article I put up is I didn't mention this bloke in the article, and I probably should have. So for those that are watching here, you get a sneaky little tip. Tyson Frizzell, 76 Supercoach points, so basically 1 point per minute. He ran over 100 metres, 35 tackles, which is huge. It's working away in the middle there. He's done very well. 5 tackle busts, all contributing to those 76 points. Another one that he doesn't have a try in there to boost those points up. So just imagine if he had a try as well, he'd be over 100. So just over 500,000 for those people that have, say, Lolo. If you're looking to trade Tomalolo out, which I think possibly, based upon the fact that the coach lied to us and that he didn't play increased minutes and that he only just got through 50 minutes tonight. You probably he's one that a lot of coaches will be looking to move on. I'm lucky I didn't. Hopper's finger team didn't have Tomalolo in it, although I was tempted several times. But so Frizzell, he could be another sneaky one that's for around about the same price. yeah, I'd be really looking at moving on him. He's certainly a very good one. In the article there, you will see a number of players that are of interest that can move in for second rowers that have been underperforming this weekend, which there were a number of players like that stunk up our team. As I said before, I'm not really looking at moving on any guns this week, so your teddies, etc. Yeah, don't rage trade, folks. Just leave them there. Be patient. The points will come. The points will come. Right, where are we now? The other fella I've got for us to look at tonight is Dane Gagai. I'll mention him because he topped the list at 106 points. A very good point per minute of 1.3, which for a back in the centres is excellent. Look, he ran an absolute a monster of meters. I forgot to write that one down, but he certainly had some line break assists, try assists, line breaks. He had a lot of stats that went in there, as well as a try, but it wasn't just a try. Even without the try, he still would have been scoring through the roof. So if you've got him, you've done very well. At 600,000, he is expensive, and there's certainly no room in my team to get him in. But if you've got a gun there that you think is an absolute waste of space, then go over and have a look at Dane Gagai, because he could, he could honestly, Gagai could definitely be a solid investment into your back line all year. And now that he's posted up 100, he ain't going to get any cheaper, so he's only going to go up in price over the next few weeks. So once round 3 comes, if you don't have him then, it's going to be hard for a little while probably to get him in, at least 3 or 4 weeks. Another one in that, I must mention too, that Bradman Best in the Knights did look very active and involved. Got about 50, I think 52 Supercoach points, but he'll come on leaps and bounds too. I think if he gets a few attacking stats to go with that, some even some meat pies, he'll reward owners. So I'm really on the watch out there. I don't have him, but he's certainly on the watch list. Quite interestingly, the 2 highest Supercoach scoring teams of the weekend were Penrith and the Knights. The Knights were the second highest, I think, Supercoach scoring team. So a lot of points, despite the very low score of the game. You might have thought the Parramatta game with all those tries might have been up there, but in fact it wasn't. It was not a very good Supercoach scoring game in total. But the Knights and Panthers games, the Knights might be worthwhile having a good look at. It looks like Fitzgibbon might be injured this coming week, so he'll be one to watch out for, and there might be some extra minutes there. That's it. Go over to the, as we said earlier, go over to supercoach360.com. Check out the article from the other boys. And whatever you do, keep super coaching and have fun doing it. Thanks, guys.